Hey friends, today is a day where we're just gonna go for a little bit of walk. I woke up, last night I went to bed possibly with the worst cold I've ever had. I was sneezing so much to the point where me and my partner were both like legitimately concerned. So I was supposed to be at an art sale today, but out of caution, I canceled last night. And so now I figured, well, let's do this today. I have the time and I want to go exploring. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go up Yonge Street, and then when I'm available or when I'm going, I'll turn back around and see where it goes. So let's see where it is. Just like it might be a day where I talk a lot, it might be a day where I talk a little. So we will find that out together. This is one of those days where I wonder if Prism is working. Oh, maybe it is. We'll figure it out. Yeah, Yonge Street is interesting because literally you can walk it for hours and still only see a fraction of it. Because the second you get above Toronto, it just turns into Highway 11. And as soon as that happens, like, it's just wide open. It goes all the way around Lake Superior. And it is technically the longest lake in the world, so keeping that in mind. We'll see. We're not going to go that far, that is for sure. But we will see. Also, if this is the day that someone decides to snipe me, I feel bad for you because my sweater smells terrible. But it seemed the appropriate course of action, so. And of course, anything interesting I stop by, I will try to make a point of noticing so that y'all can see. I'm guessing there was a marathon today, judging by how many people were wearing marathon t-shirts.
Thank you very much.
Aiden, I saw that.
like, maybe today's a calm day. Maybe a days where I don't try to fill all the space with talking. But most people like talking, so we will see. You can't see one blower over there. Man, that thing is... It's supposed to be one of the tallest buildings when it's completed. But the history behind that building is kind of insane.
What's his name? You want it to rent?
I'm actually curious to see how far north on Yonge I can actually walk in like about 45 minutes. We'll see. You never know. Oh, good. Boa noite, Toronto, aqui e de Madeira. I don't speak, I'm guessing Portuguese, but I'm gonna guess that's good day, Toronto. Hello from Madeira? Let me know if I got that right. Cristiano Ronaldo. I believe that's a soccer player. Don't know that one for sure, but I believe so. Oh, hello, Anita. Good to see you again. It's a quiet day today. I was saying at the beginning, last night, today I was supposed to be at an arts fest, like an art market. And unfortunately last night I just had probably one of the worst colds of my life. And so I decided to forego and not go there today. Meaning it was kind of my only chance to make money for the next couple weeks. So it means I missed out on that. But on the other hand, I wasn't sure I'd be feeling good today. So yeah, I figured since I have the time, may as well do a little walk and show off some of my favorite treats. I do like to point out this building right here. This one used to be the Scientology building. So, yeah, Scientology was a religion, apparently. But, yeah, just kind of crazy. I imagine they still are, but like they're not here in Toronto anymore. Or if they are, they've definitely moved out of downtown. This is the CAA Theatre, one of the Mervish theatres. I'll admit, it's not much to look at from this end, but, you know, an interesting one. But yeah, if you look on this side, pretty much this part of Yonge Street is all up for renovation. And I think they're just going to shut the block down and then just build something entirely new there. because this is one of the few blocks that isn't completely dominated by condos. So it absolutely will be. Oh, hey, Jazz. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I was just saying, I hope today isn't the day that someone snipes me or that I see a friend that I know, because it is a day where my sweater smells really bad because I thought it was cold. And then I left the house and now it's just like, oh, it's actually quite warm outside, isn't it? Yes. So I made a mistake. I've never noticed that mural before. That's a cool one, actually. I like that. At least I wore shorts. I wore shorts and a sweater because I knew at least one of them would be hot and one of them would be cold. We're also coming up to the Brass Rail, which is one of the city's most notorious strip clubs. I've actually never been inside myself. Let's just say I'm not the target market. But, yeah. Very well known in its own way. Notorious, I guess. Infamous, maybe? Maybe. Oh, hello, Harjat. Welcome. We're doing Yonge Street today, which is always a good place to go. Something's going on up here, though. I'm gonna guess either protest or parade, because that seems to be what happens on Yonge Street and be like these days. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Can you hear that? Like just this screaming. Oh, I see Palestine flags. I'm gonna guess protest. Oh, yeah, protest. Smaller than I expected. But also, I feel like so many protests these days. So much wrong. Stop arming Israel is what it says.
Raising.
Everyone listen to me. Arriba Valentina que va a vencer, que va a vencer. Arriba Valentina que va a vencer, que va a vencer. Abajo mío, hijo, que va a caer, que va a caer.
Man, what a police presence. There's like, wow, there's literally like police all over watching. It's like, there's probably about 30 protesters and maybe like, interesting. Like there has to be at least, oh my God, there's 3 more cops up here. That's like 12 cops for like 20 protesters? That's crazy. By the way, this is the Toronto Reference Library. It's a beautiful building. I believe it was built in the 70s or 80s, but like Really stunning, very nice. You go inside, it's enormous. They have layers and layers of interesting architecture, and the entire thing just feels organic. It's very, very beautiful. Probably one of my favorite places to study or to just relax or work in Toronto. Highly recommend if you ever get the chance to see it. It's very nice.
I'm not saying a lot.
I mean, from like this side, it's not quite so beautiful, but it's got the standard Toronto red bricks, which apparently are a thing. But it's huge. It's a massive building. And once you get inside, they have like theaters. They have like, it's probably the biggest library in Toronto, and it's super interesting. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell that the leaves are changing at this time of year. Game fala. I'm afraid I don't follow Portuguese, unfortunately. But I'm guessing you said that you went to Niagara in 2013, and if so, I hope you enjoyed it. Niagara is absolutely one of my favorite places to go. I have some videos on here where I went to Niagara, some where I explored the falls, and others just where I explored Clifton Hill, because, gosh, Clifton Hill is hilarious. But, yeah, I love Niagara Falls. It's beautiful. Porque, I'm guessing, is why? I don't know for sure. I hope you're understanding. But either way, thanks for being here. It's good. I will say I'm okay if other people speak other languages, but just recognize I might not be able to understand them. I can take guesses, but unfortunately, I don't know exactly what you're saying. I'd hate to misunderstand something you're saying.
But she's not staying over there regardless.
So yeah, some more about Yonge Street. This is an infamous road. It has been in operation probably since Canada has existed. Certainly since Canada has been one unified country, which happened in 1867. But yeah, Canada is very proud of this road, and most people don't realize that it is actually the longest road in the world, because it starts as a road and then it turns into a highway and then cuts up specifically through northern Ontario. It goes through my hometown of North Bay and then curves all the way around Lake Superior, all the way to the other side, almost to Manitoba in Sault Ste. Marie. So, or not Sault Ste. Marie, Thunder Bay, which is approximately 1 million hours away. So, yeah. If you ever get the chance to see it, well, I mean, in a way you are getting the chance to see it, but should you ever get the chance to like come and explore it, it's an interesting area. It has a lot of different neighborhoods, and the further up you go, like almost the more affluent they become. So we'll get to see a couple, which is always nice. I hope that was right. I hope that was water that just splashed. one of the areas here actually has, we're coming up to Rosedale Station, which is like the first station north of Yonge and Bloor. This station's well known for actually being next to a park. So we'll be passing the park. It's very pretty, very nice. They do a lot of really interesting things with it, where they have like a tennis court. They have a giant kids area that's just been renovated in the past 10 years. Really, really nice. A lot of places where you can run your dogs around. Yeah. Highly recommend. I'm sorry, Helen, I can't understand that one. Again, we thank you for coming. We're super happy you're here. So here's Ramsden Park, kind of the top part. This is the community center aspect of it. But if you go through, you see some big green open areas. Lots of spaces where you can go and enjoy. On the other side, we have Rosedale. Rosedale is the subway station. This is just kind of give you an idea of the breadth of Ramsden. This actually goes all the way across. So you can follow the path here and get all the way to the other side. That's a bus stop. It's nicely done, nicely painted power box there for sure. People were walking slow, and that is my greatest enemy.
I've been going over for years. He works out of oh wow.
So if you're here for the first time, thanks for joining us. We are just trying to show off as much of Toronto as we can in an attempt to build a Toronto tour empire. So if you know of anyone who's coming to Toronto or is here and would like to book a tour, please tell them to check us out. We do customizable tours, walking throughout many destinations in Toronto, as well as lots of hidden gems. So if you enjoy this content or this style of thing, please pass it along. Also, just being here and enjoying the channel is equally fantastic. So thank you for being here, either way. We're coming up to Somerville LCBO, which is like... This is also a lot of places where they have many cute boutique places. So we'll see there's a lot of them. Mostly it's mostly an affluent area.
naughty video.
So a lot of people who have a lot of money come here. The fact that it's not just a bakery, it's an artisanal bakery. So it's extra fancy. Who am I kidding? I would absolutely stop there. Drive into the valley again. Oh, we'll drive safe. Get there alive. This is actually probably one of my favorite parts of this walk, is that we come up to the Summer Hill little spot. If I can go in there, I wonder if they've actually finished a lot of the construction that was here. But they have like a giant LCBO, which is like our main liquor store. And this is like their crown LCBO, so they have everything there. So on the way back, maybe I'll stop in. But yeah, it's just a really nice, fancy building. Often gets overlooked because a lot of people don't know it's here. Is it worth going out of your way for? I don't know, it depends. But certainly an interesting destination. I just love the clock tower. So I feel like they've done a really good job of restoring it. Actually just making this whole place feel very, like this feels like it should be more downtown. But it's just kind of a nice area. Very, very, like, kind of feel like this is where all the straight white people went. But yeah, it's an entire train station. Get me some crème de menthe so I can be like Poirot. Oh, Poirot. I mean, I do have the mustache for him right now. Maybe that's who I'll go as for Halloween. I hadn't considered that before, but I'm just like, I mean, if the look works, go for the look. Yeah, today was the bad day for the sweater. I'm glad I wore shorts. If I had worn pants today, I would be dying. But sweater and shorts, not the best combination, but it was the right one, so. Let's take a little peek over because it's a nice one to go to. And also, just like, gotta love the fountain. Just look at the colors there. I know they're probably not all supposed to be that color, but still very nice. Golf courses all over the continent fear the name Poirot. I believe it. Yeah, that's the train station. That is now an LCBO. One of the few places in Canada, or Toronto specifically, guaranteed to make money, so. I'd actually like to learn more about the history of this one, but peaceful sound of water. It's really lovely, isn't it? On this side you have all the alcohol bottles, but on the other side they did do a really nice mural. So I'm glad I came to this side so you can get a better sense of it. Toronto has a lot of bridge murals, which I think is a very smart thing that they did, because it just adds like little touches of vibrancy. Even though this one, I admit, kind of feels like a Shopify or corporate art style, but you know, you can see touches of other influences in there. Then it kind of descends back into Torontoisms. Ultimate athletics. Right beside Sober Market. Right across from LCBO. That makes sense. You can kind of see how steep the hills get really quickly. Oh, sure.
So yeah, I don't know if I'm necessarily in the wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Like, might as well. I don't know where it is. Little things here and there. Like, it doesn't seem like he's running his full life. Side two, where you want.
What's funny about this area is it's still fairly dense, but you'll notice there's not as much pedestrian traffic along here because there's really just not as much for people to do in this area. So it's mostly people walking through. But this is also kind of where the pedestrian traffic kind of turns into traffic. So people who are in this area are generally driving through this area. And anyone who isn't is either coming home or they're coming specifically to do something, probably at Yonge and Egg or around there. But yeah, we are coming up to Yonge and Eglinton. Definitely one of the bigger ones, but yeah, you can definitely tell that this is a much different vibe than downtown. It feels very much like smaller town, but just with more traffic. And also, I need to remember to breathe. Goodness gracious. This sweater was a mistake. But I make a lot of those. Again, anyone who runs into me today, I should apologize to them first and foremost. Oh look, they have a whole pickleball court over there. I mean, I'm not surprised, people love pickleball. But, man, I didn't realize it was quite that much of a thing. I mean, I guess it's easier and cheaper to get into than tennis, but still uses all, if not most, of the skill for that. It's interesting. Then again, I'm the one who's gotten into walk tubing, so perhaps I'm the strange one. Who am I kidding? I'm definitely the strange one. It's amazing people put up with me at all. Speaking of, if you like this, please like us or follow us. Last I checked, I think I was at 206 subscribers. So I need to get to, well, hoping to get to 500. And then once I do that and hit the requisite number of watch hours, I can essentially monetize and try to turn this into a job, which would be great in today's economy, because no one has one of those. Ugh. Without getting too dark. I feel very fortunate to be able to be doing this, and my hope is it builds to something, and if it can, that's awesome, and if it doesn't, well, I tried. I can always say I tried. So this is St. Clair Street, one of the main arteries that goes west and east north of Bloor, Toronto. This street in particular is interesting because it has a streetcar in the middle that is segregated, so it runs super well. This is probably one of the best examples of how like a streetcar can get absolutely like, it can run so well if it's given the right infrastructure, but if it isn't, you get downtown where it's all crowded all over. But even the way they have it set up there, it's perfect. Like, it's all separate. People can wait and then literally just catch the streetcar and go wherever they want. Aw, thanks, Juanita. I'm hopeful. You are easily my biggest fan. I will one day send you a cake if I can, because I feel like, honestly, you are a huge help and a massive support to this channel. So I appreciate that very, very much. Everyone gets a cake, except for Eddie. He gets a pudding, because I feel like that's appropriate. I hope Eddie likes pudding. Chocolate. Are you like a fan of like the super chocolate cakes, or do you like the chocolate with like something else? Because for me, there is a like chocolate raspberry truffle cake that's made by a company here called Dufflet's. And this was the cake I grew up with. It is so good. It's like a dark, rich, velvety ganache chocolate, and the filling inside is like this light, fluffy raspberry truffle, and it's so good. It is absolutely ridiculous how good it is. So if you're ever in Toronto, absolutely look for Dufflet's and absolutely get a slice of the chocolate raspberry truffle cake. Raspberry chocolate is the best combination I agree. Good choice, Jazz. South Forest Hill. So yeah, right now we would be entering kind of immaculate. But funny enough, this is also the area where everyone's just like, I need my car. I'm just like, but in reality, you are close enough to everything that you don't really need a car. It's just more of a status symbol up here. But also, there's just kind of enough in the area that you don't really need anything. So we have a beautiful old church over there. This is York Minster Park. Looks like it's a Baptist church. So, not quite sure if it's, but then again, the foliage and the leaves just turning beautifully right now. Oh, that's a perfect picture right there. Another church on this side. This is Christ Church Deer Park. Yeah, this area kind of feels like there's a little bit more fall going on. So this would be Anglican on this side. Now I could go one of two ways. This leads more into suburbia. This stays more on Yonge. So let's stay on Yonge. Let's keep it going. But even if you just look how far back this church goes, like, it's quite a ways. I remember I went there once because I was part of, if anyone knows the show The Boys, I was on The Boys for a day of filming a couple of years ago. And that was the church where they had us in holding. So that's where you go and wait for them to be able to call, like, when they're ready for you, then you go out and do stuff. But yeah, that was where I was held. And there's a beautiful park around here. But what I'm excited for is this right over here. Actually, come to think of it, I'm going to be coming right up to Mount Pleasant Cemetery. I could go visit my grandmother. I haven't actually been to her grave in a while. I'd have to remember where it is, though. Let me know if you like that idea. If you like that idea, I'll go. If not, I'll come up another day. So I will say there's Mount Pleasant across the street there, and it's a really beautiful cemetery. Which is weird to say, but like, cemeteries are often some of the most beautiful and well taken care of places, period, obviously. But let's visit. All right. Of course, I'm doing this in the one place just after I would have been perfect to cross, but that's okay. That's me being silly. All right, just give me a moment as I wait for crossing. This way is good, the other way isn't. The other way definitely isn't. Okay, after this bus, I should be good. All right. All right. This is Mount Pleasant. And let's go say hi to Gaggy. Now, in order for me to find this, I need to remember where she is. This could end up a very different video because I could literally just be looking around forever. But let's see. I have to wait till I find something that stands out as familiar. Also, my family does have a history in the cemetery because this is where my great uncle used to work when he was obviously alive. And my father and his brother used to actually work here every summer. And as a result, they just had a lot of stories about working here and essentially going through and making sure everything was good. But yeah, I'm also going to try to avoid people in this area because mourning is very personal, and I want to make sure that I'm being respectful of other people and their journey. But yeah, it's also huge. So if we go this way, was she over here? No, she's not to the right. She's to... Was she to the right? Was she down? No, not down. Across? Here's the thing. These places are huge. So we will find her. We will make it happen. Little squirrel. Oh, and a chipmunk. Those are so rare in Toronto. You rarely see one. Look, there he goes. Hey, buddy. Okay, this area of the cemetery doesn't look familiar. So I'm gonna guess she's up over here and then to the right. So I don't remember going down. I think I was on a level field. But also just like the foliage is beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Now I'm glad I wore a sweater. Okay, this looks familiar. If I come here and we go this way, if I follow the path, we should be able to get to her. Yes. Yes, this looks more familiar. Okay. I like how it's impromptu visits to grandmother. Hopefully. And apparently my uncle used to be the arborist. So he's the one who brought in like a bunch of the trees and chose like what trees go where and how they all interacted together, and yeah. So he is responsible for a lot of the situations that, like, a lot of the tree choices here actually would have been him. And I remember my dad telling me about just all of the things that him and Keith would have to do. Okay. Let's see. That looks familiar. I think I'm on the right path. I think I'm on the right path. As I remember, some of these look familiar. So I think we're in the right area. Okay. Richie, no. Robinson. Is this it? Nope. I mean, to be fair, I could spend all day looking and just not even be in the right area. But I know it's somewhere, something around here. But yeah, it's a rather beautiful work that he did over here. And it's just so alive. That's kind of the funny part about it, is that it doesn't feel sad. It just kind of feels natural and nice and life and lovely and, yeah. Where would she be? See, here's the problem, is that when we called her when she was alive, she was pretty much deaf. So we'd have to yell. If I was to call her then, she still wouldn't hear me. But even here, just like, she must be somewhere. She'll be around. Let's see. Yeah, this is a large cemetery. Okay, so I'm looking for the Goulding plot. I wish that helped more. It really is like impossibly big. But like, you even look at some of the, like just the sheer size of a lot of the things they have here. It's insane. All right, I'm gonna try coming at this from another angle, because I feel like when we entered, I was always coming at this from another direction. So if I go find where that is, I think I should be able to reverse engineer where she is. Maybe. Let's see. So if we were coming this way, which I believe we were, come in here like this. Plot 7, section 16, let 9. Wow, okay. My sister just sent me where it is, so it's perfect. Let's go find lot 6. Where's lot 6? How far off was I? I was in plot 1, so not close. Not close at all. Ooh, yay. Now we have directions. Okay. Plot 6. Plot 6. Well, see, here's the thing. Saying plot 6, and now I'm just like, okay. Where? Now we can just relax and enjoy. Oh, thanks so much, everybody. Wait, plot 6. This is plot J. And that's plot H. I don't think that helped as much as I wanted it to. Okay. Maybe a map is good. This has turned into a completely different kind of video, let's be honest. I mean, it is October. Isn't that supposed to be the time where people find these sorts of cemetery things appealing? Looking for a sign. Looking for anything that would have a guide on here. Everyone's probably just like, well, just check your phone. I'm just like, oh yeah, that thing I'm using, cool, that one. All right, we'll find it. Or a sign. Or something. This is plot J. That looks familiar. Plot F. And I love that one, that's so cool. So what I'm looking for is 717.6. The problem is that everything here is done in numbers. So I'm trying to remember which parts would correspond to what. Plot FG. I'm gonna give this probably another 10 minutes, then I'm gonna call it. Because knowing that this is done by numbers makes it a little hard to figure out where the letters come from. If I can't find it, I'll just make my way out. But if I don't find this, I'm going to be kind of disappointed because I was really hoping to be able to bring that to my family a little bit. But she'll understand. She knows that my sense of direction was always notoriously bad. The thing she'd really hate is that here there's nothing to protect her from birds. God, my grandmother hated birds so much. She would be like, she was one of those people who put like the screen on the balcony so that no birds could get in. Plot G. Oh, this makes no sense. Also, it's kind of funny because you forget that these areas kind of still exist in Toronto. Just super beautiful, very peaceful, very nice. Just absolutely lovely. I will say, if there's a sign around here and we see that her lot is close, I will attempt another hunt through. But if there isn't, then I think I call it and then head back. Oh, but that's lovely though. Look at that. Just what a gorgeous little space. Plot double A. That doesn't help. Well, onwards north. Wait, is that a number? Oh, good, there's a map there. I can see if I can find it. And if there's time, before my phone dies completely, I will absolutely go do it. Look at that one. Man, what some people do to like commemorate their lives is really a beautiful thing. But all right. So my hope is this explains where lot 1 is. Oh. Okay. So this is where she is. Okay. Should I do this? So I go here. I'll go down to 7. That's where she is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is doable. I'm gonna do it. Now for real. Now we're gonna actually find her. Okay, good. Oh, thank God for maps. Now I'm just like, okay, now I'm gonna walk with intention. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna find her. Thanks for coming along on this trip with us. Could not have done it without us. Looks like it's just a little bit further than I thought it was, so just have to keep going a little bit. What an interesting trip this turned out to be. Also kind of hard to believe it's been 5 years since she's been gone. I had this big long conversation with someone where you're just like, how long do you leave someone in your phone when they die? And I am still trying to figure that out. Because I still have friends who I'm just like, her name was like right at the top of my list. And she passed away about 2 years ago, so yeah. It's like, what do you do with that? Do you hold on to it? Do you pass it along? I don't know. Just so you know, what we're doing today is we're exploring Mount Pleasant. Originally it was going to be just Yonge Street, but while I was up here I passed by and thought it's been a while since I've seen my grandmother. So we're on our way to do. Yeah. I feel you, Jazz. It really is that moment of being like, it's heavy because you're just like, when you remove them from your phone, then they're gone, you know? It's, okay. Look at how sharp that line is cut across the bottom of the tree. Plot L. Getting closer. All right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, she's probably stayed in my phone for like a good year or so after. But I mean, eventually I removed it. But there's still that moment of being like, okay, we can let go now. All right, plot X. Okay, so it was down here. I remember seeing this. Okay, we're getting close. We're gonna do it this time. Maybe. 4:35 in the morning? Goodness Lord. That's too early, Crick. Or you're up really, really late. Gosh, what a confusing layout this place has. Which I suppose is the point. You know? Well, for your early morning, thank you for blessing us. We truly honor your presence and thank you for coming. So the reason we called my grandmother Geggy was because when my sister was really young, she couldn't say grandmother or Grammy or anything like that. So my cousins called her Grammy. But me and Rue called her Geggy because that's what Rue called her. And Mary Ruth always gets her way, so. We've got to find plot 7, which should be around here now. Which is kind of where I thought I was. No, this is new. This is different, I think, maybe. I'm gonna say it's different because that makes me feel better about my choices. All right, please be lot 7. Plot W. Oh no. I might just have to go down one or two more. Plot N. It did seem like it was strung in this direction. Plot O. Plot 7! Oh, we did it. We did it. Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh my god, as if I walked right by this earlier. Wait, this was where I was earlier. Ah, crap. God, I hate being right at the beginning. This is absolutely where I was at the beginning. Oh no. Oh no. All right, let's find him. Ugh. Gosh, as if this was exactly where I was. Oh Lord. Okay, what am I missing then? McLean. Here we go. No. Was it? Something's off. I don't think this is where I think it is. Clay. No. Wilson, Russell, Ferguson, Brown. Gray, Jesse Smith, Catherine Gray. I am worried that she's been buried. Oh man. So I know she would be here, but I couldn't tell you what row is what. Let's see. Wait, you look familiar. And if you're there, oh my God, there she is. We found her. Oh. So that's my grandfather. He was a fireman. And this was Gaggy. This was my grandmother. Oh my God, that took forever. And this is the Goulding clan, or where they started at least. Remembrance of Duncan McLean. And the Gouldings. With the little Shriner symbol on there. I mean, I feel like that's the best place to end it. I don't know how I can go better or further than that, but thank you for joining me today. What a lovely surprise. Just what a gosh, how interesting. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see everybody soon. We'll do this again tomorrow. Also, Randy's coming by on Tuesday for another video for I think around 5 o'clock. So see how it goes then. Until then, bye friends.